There's a really old story of a king and his servant who were on a hunting trip, and an accident happened where the king ended up losing one of his fingers. His servant was super positive and said that something good will come out of it. But the king was super upset with this and thought his servant lacked a lot of empathy, so he threw him in jail. A little while later, the king was on another hunting trip, but this time he went into deep, uncharted territory and got captured by some cannibals. They were going to do a human sacrifice on him to their gods, but they realized last minute that he was missing a finger, so they let him go. The king, being free now, realized that his servant was right, and something good did come out of it. So the king went to go free his servant, and when he freed his servant, he told a story, but then he asked, "What good came out of you being in jail?" The servant replied to the king and said, if he was with the king when he got captured, then he would have been the one sacrificed instead. You don't get to judge an event as good or bad in the moment, because you don't have the full picture yet. The king's finger being cut off looked like it was the worst thing that ever happened to him, but it was the exact thing that saved his life. The finger being cut off saving the king's life, and jail protecting the servant's life. You can't always see the good in real time. Sometimes you only understand why something happened years later, when you're looking back, not in the moment. What feels like a setback can be protecting you from something worse that you never saw coming. These things aren't random punishments. Think of them as redirections, breakups, rejections, or jobs you've lost, all building up your experience and character, but also saving you from something that could have been much worse. Think back to when something felt like the end of the world a few years ago. Most people looking back now will either laugh at it or realize that it was redirected into something better. But to top it all off, you come to realize that every single time you've had a hard moment in your life, you always passed it with a 100% success rate. And I promise you that worrying has never once changed your outcome. It only made things worse. So don't worry and just trust the process. You never need to know how it's gonna work out, you just have to trust that it will. And saying that something good will come out of it isn't naive positivity. It's just having patience and trust. Trust that everything will be okay and you have a 100% success rate. I'm not telling you to ignore the pain and pretend that everything is fine. I'm just telling you to trust the process even if you can't see it working yet, because it always has.